So, welcome back. So, today we are going to tackle this issue, which says boot entries should show partitions at the very end. Okay, so basically it's let's see if we can basically it's something like this. So originally so this partition part here should be moved to the right, okay, so that we can read properly what we have on the left, because we already have moved partitions, the file system, and the right place, and that's what we have there. Okay, so that's why you want, yeah, so we're going to work on that. So it says Linux entries and auto ISO do not have these problems, but many other options have these problems, and this will also help us with the overall design, so it's just a matter of doing stuff. So first of all, we should probably take a look and search for all the menu entries and see which are the ones that we want to fix. All of this. So Linux entries and ISO don't have these problems. Let's see. So this is Windows Vista, which is newer OSs. It's on the right, so no need to change anything. This one is on the right too, no need to change anything. So we will take a look at all of this. CFG extract, entries from CFG FEPod. Wait a moment. I'm not sure about this. I want some to fit, best fit. Some to fit, okay, anyway. So if I put manually and I extract entries, let's see how it looks like. We have this thing that says entries from boot grub2.cfg. So we have this thing here instead of on the right, because we already have this. So this is something that we would like to fix this. So we actually want to see how this is implemented on Linux. Okay, here on the top, and on the bottom we want cfg extract to fix this. So in theory we have managed to fix this thanks to regex or something like that, or a base name. So let's see how it looks like here. So we have this menu entries CFG. So CFG is all of these device. I mean, yes, we can have a regex for this if you want. So CFG. So this is CFG regex, let's say. So we have the device here. Yeah. And then we have everything else, if I'm not mistaken. Which would be something like this. Okay, so let me see. So once you have the regex, you can say that regex number one, because there's only one of them, is CFG file, and the regex thing. And then the file, which is actually CFG. Yeah, that's it. I mean, we need to change the highlight so that it's something else, because otherwise I'm going mad here. Thanks to this, we can have CFG file on. Wait a minute. CFG. The device is on the right, isn't it? How the hell do you do this? Oh, it's def. So this is CFG file, and this is def, isn't it? Entries from space CFG file. Why the hell this ends in yeah, I mean CFG file dev and this thing here. Okay, this one ends here, and then you have entries from, okay, and then you have this one here, you have this one here, and I don't know. We have this thing here. I mean, actually, if this is all the same line, we should just do this. I mean, the only different thing that we would have is, you know, Second option, postfix tab. Damn it. Let's take a look at heat diff and we will copy whatever it's this there, because I'm not sure what to put here. So let's copy and paste all of this line, please, so that we can undo all of this. So it's the CFG file. Okay, so here we should be able to just work with CFG file and then a space and def, which is the actual device with you know, with parentheses. That's what we want to have here on the right, the same way you have it on Linux, where you have the menu entry and this menu entry title, you've got here the device parentheses. So space parentheses space parentheses. We should be fine with this. In any case, let's test this real quick and let's see how it goes. Wait, we need to make a commit here so that cfgsg extract. So this is like show partitions at the very end, number 1 or something like that. Then we will squash everything. So 38, are we working on 38? Yes, we are. Now we can build this, and while this is being built, so this needs to be on the right. Okay, and Dolphin has exploded. So press ask number 2. Let's say something fit. So now boot manually extract entries should show everything a little different. Okay, look at that. Extract entries from. What the hell have we changed? CFG extract. CFG file. Wait a moment. Huh. I don't believe any of this. I need to set some of these variables somewhere, because otherwise a lot of stuff. So boot group sgd cfg boot sgd menus. Wait, this is not it. So it's the hd0 ms-1. Sorry about that. Menu. Okay. CFG extract. So if we do like this, it's just where's the stuff that I want to take a look at? I mean, there are 2 loops of them. Maybe I haven't done the thing on the 2 loops. Let me test. Where's the menu entry? The menu entry is here. CFG, so this has not been changed. And here there is some change. So yeah. So I think I'm missing. So this is EFI staff. So that's why we haven't seen this properly. So let's copy and paste this thing here. Let's just use it here instead. Okay, and then the number thing should be exactly the same thing, but instead of having this FE part, I think we don't have any of that. So menu entry, let's copy on the top. Let's do this. Here there is, and I'm just going to remove FE part from here. So postfix tab. So if it's a postfix, I guess that we need to remove this space here. I'm not sure about that. So here we have the prefix and the postfix, but you know, the prefix, yeah, so probably you want this like that. Okay, so now we can amend this. Nice. We can reset this so that it takes the amended commit. And secure boot machine thing should be one thing that you can put here, and we should be fine, I guess. Some to fit to boot manually extract entries. Okay, look at that. Entries from. Wait. We have managed to remove the CFG file. That's not right. What we have done here wrongly. CFG rehabs and CFG. Device. Why isn't this working at all? Is it maybe too many parentheses here, or is it something else? I mean, this space here maybe should not be there. Okay, let me check. If I try to edit all of this, okay, set params, yeah, this is not right. Set params, okay. Why can't I see the exact menu entry? Is it because advanced options? I mean, this is an extract entry, so it's not going to work too much well if you think about it. But in any case, what we have here is that the def is working properly, but the CFG file, it's not working as expected. Why is that? Should I define this variable before using it? Maybe my what's the set pager equals 1. Let's say, look at that, CFG is this thing here with an asterisk. CFG regex is with this device thing. CFG file found. I mean, CFG file is not defined here. Okay, let's try to do this manually and see how it goes. So this is actually HD1 MS-1. So actually what you want to do is set pager 0. Actually what you want to do is HD1 MS-1 MS-2, isn't it? Then boot grub2.cft, which is the group 1. So in theory, my CFG should equal this thing. So you've got my CFG. Okay. Then we've got my device, which should be HD1 MS-2. Okay. And wait a moment. Maybe I know why this is not working, because we don't have regex loaded in here, so there's no way. Yeah, there's no regex here, or is it? Yeah, look at that. There's no regex being loaded here as a module, so there's no way that you can do this properly. So we want just to int mode regex just before using it, and run regex. Do the same thing down there, even if we usually do it on outside of the for loop. But now I don't care too much about this. Let's see if this is what we were looking for. Otherwise, I don't know what to do. So hit add, amend, whatever, reset. Let's do this. Now we can close this, and once we can close this, we can test all of this again. Press ask, sum to feed, number 2, boot manually, please extract entries. So basically what we're doing here is that we need this insmod thing when you want to deal with regex, and that's it. Oh, it doesn't work anyways. So I'm not sure if I'm out of ideas or if the problem is somewhere else. So a noun file system. Yeah, I mean actually one second one. I want to swap thing. I actually think we want to keep a look at is this thing here. Set pager 1. So let's take a look to see if we are using or not our latest updated file, cft extract.cft. Yeah, we have the insmod and rehabs lines here. You can see them here, insmod and rehabs and rehab mode. So we should be fine here, but we are not fine. So I'm not sure what the hell is happening here. Yeah. So here you have the def thing that is shown, but we are not showing the CFG file. So either this is using the wrong stuff or I don't know. So pager 1 means 0. So let's do everything again and see if we are missing anything. I mean, we can also use regex 101 and see if there's something that we are actually missing here, but I don't know if it's worth it. So in theory, this regex 101 thing if you put here regular expression, which is this thing here, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, in theory, this is regular expression, so we can remove all of this stuff, which is the single quotes, and this thing here should be something like ht0 sm.1. So let's remove all of that, and once we have that, we should say something like but group.cft, and you can see how the first group, which is number 1, has what we want it to have. And so yeah, I don't know what we are doing wrong here, unless I'm missing out some stuff. And that to bias. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with all of this. Are you supposed to define kernel file somewhere else? No, you don't. These are two variables. These are two variables. CFG is the actual file that you change. Wait. Maybe this thing needs to have. Yeah. Maybe this thing needs to be like this so that it doesn't. It knows how well. Where the hell does this end? Maybe that's what we are missing out from all of this. CFG file. Wait. This is saved on CFG file, which is used here. Yeah, okay. Let's try this little change and see if there is any change. If there is any actual change that it's useful for us. So let's amend everything. Let's reset. Let's build this thing again. Let's close this thing up. Nobody on the chat in the chat. Okay. So now we should be able to test this properly. Hopefully it's good enough. Extract entries. Let's sum to fit. Exactly the same thing. Okay, let's do this thing manually because I don't understand any of this. So first of all, let's insmod rehex. Okay. Then we should say something like this: CFG rehex is actually. Okay, let's try and just use. This is not going to be easy to do. Parentheses. Then I guess that we have the ht0ms. So this is a variable instead of all of this. But let's suppose that this is like that. So once we have done the variable, we keep working with this thing here, and this is the other one, and so now we can do this thing like this, and we end like this. Okay, and so we should have a CFG thing here, which should actually be something similar to what we have there. Let's put my group here so that we can see that we are doing this. So now we have this thing which is rehex minus s number one thing CFG file. Let's say CFG file 2, my file. Okay, and this is CFG rehex. Okay, and this is CFG. So now if we take a look at CFG my file content, this is working. Why? Why the hell is this not working as expected? Unless the device, it's not the device. Oh, I see it. It's not the device. Wait a moment. I have seen what's the problem here. So here we have the device so that we can check what's the rest of it. But actually the device for this thing here is not the device, but this thing here. That's why we weren't able to make this work in any of the ways possible. So it's CFG device what we were looking for. So this should also be fixed here with this CFG device. And yes, we need the rehabs thing, which I'm going to just use here, and that's it. So now this should be working as expected, hopefully. So hit diff, hit add, amend, whatever. Let's reset, let's build again. Let's close this thing so that we can run it again just after it has been built, and we should be fine. This should be working again. Sub to fit so that we don't have. So boot manually group extract entries. Now this should be working, hopefully. Okay, here you are. So entries from boot Grub2 and the partition. I mean, you already have the partition here, but that way you make sure that they match, just in case there's something wrong you would notice. But you can see how you've got the partition and you are inside of this partition. And well, let's just test that this works, but it should work very easy, and that's it. So there's these guys from Debian CD which are claiming the bookworm wiki because they are testing Debian 2.12.6, and it's a bit annoying because Kabir tells me that, you know, that I have some messages, while that's not true. But in any ways, don't care too much. So please, hello. Starting this thing and this one, other one. Hello. Okay, yeah, number 2. Yeah, let's close all of this. So now we should be working in another file. So once again we check menu entry thing. So Windows Vista, okay, it's on the right. FreeBSD is on the right. CFG extract, now we have fixed it and it's on the right. Okay. OS detect EFI, it's not on the right, isn't it? There's EFI and that's it. So OS detect EFI, but in any case I'm going to test this with the other it's like this BIOS dev, yeah, with the other virtual machine, so that we can so boot manually EFI files. Let's see how it looks. Wait, yeah, but we have here, we have the device, but we have this thing here on the left, and it makes a bit confusing to read all of this. So let's try to fix this so that we don't have OS detect EFI, so that we don't have a problem for this. So look at that. What's all of this? Exclusive device OS. Yeah. If with platform EFI. Yeah, okay, so this EFI thing should be EFI file or something like that. Okay, so this shouldn't be so much difficult to do. Where's the found thing? OS found thing, it's here. So let's load CFG extract here on the top. And let's just you know, copy and paste whatever it makes sense to us. So basically it's all of this. So in each one of the loops you want to have here this thing here. So this is, I don't know, EFI rehabs, which is also here, EFI rehabs, and then this is the file which we are taking a look at. So this is EFI file, and so the device here is not EFI device or anything, it's just device. And once you have all of these, this should be EFI file, SGD flat thing. Okay, I think we should be fine now. So hit add. menus std os detect EFI, and now we should have a commit number 2. So look at that. Let's see how if we can get rid of this so that it's much easier to read everything. So press ask number 2, both manually and EFI file. No, EFI files, is that it? I think so. Now I'm a bit confused. Yeah, look at that. Now we have the device at the very far right. So there's no need to have this thing here. Now you can read everything properly. That's what we wanted to do here, and we have achieved it. So next one. So perhaps, I mean, we could have just one of these that takes a look at it, and that's it. So CFG extract OS detect EFI language select. We don't care about this. MS-DOS. Yeah, I mean MS-DOS. If this is not shown, MS-DOS device. Yeah, there's no file there. There's no need to change anything. Okay, Linux. Linux, we know that this has been fixed because we know it. It's written down somewhere on the on here. So in the issue, Linux entries do not have this problem. So let's skip Linux. OS X. Here you have the device. There's nothing about the kernel, so there's no need to fix anything. Okay. What more stuff do we have? Windows NT. It's going to be exactly the same thing. There's no file or anything. I mean, here there is a direct NTLDR and the device is on the right, so we are fine with that. CFG detect. Yeah, CFG detect we should fix this too. So if we go on to the virtual machine thing, damn it, if we go to the virtual machine thing and we do CFG detect, which is this one here, Grub2 configuration files, you can see how we've got the device on the left. That's not what we want to have, because why would you do that? So we want the device on the right. Okay, here and there. So EFE part, wait a minute, EFE part, how we have done this on extract entries, because we also have a EFE part here somewhere. Okay, we want this to be more to the right then. So the EFE part, I mean the extract entries 1, which is here, we have this first for loop, and then we have the second one, which is the EFE part. So we actually want this to be just after this one. Here there is. Okay. So this is going to be another commit of these commits that we have. So it's number 3, and now we're going to have number 4, which is going to be this one here. So on the top we're going to have CFG extract, and here on the bottom we're going to have CFG detect, which is the one that we want to modify. But it's going to be rather the same, exactly the same thing, so that we don't have to care too much about this. Okay, so let's go to the first loop. Let's go to the first loop here. Okay, so CF thing found true, and so what you actually want to do here is CFG file and a space and the def, which already has what we are looking for. Let's take a look at this. So this is CFG rehabs, the one, and this is the CFG device that we should be taking a look at. So the second one, which is also after the CFG found thing, we can just copy and paste and put in the right place. So it's EFE part, so this is CFG file thing, and then is a space def, which is the device without doing anything else. Def, yeah, def. So we have the device in here, def, but this is after the EFE part. So that's what we have here, and I think we are done. So this is again another of these menus: SGD CFG detect one, number 4. Okay, this one here, let's do it. Let's close this one real quick, just in case, and Docker, and now we can test this thing again. So reset. Oh my god. So press ESC number 2 and boot. So group detect. Now you can see how partitions are on the right. Just to make sure that we have all of the values, and it's much easier to read. So you are in HC1 GPT1 FAT, and then you've got all of this. Okay, it's much easier to read. Perfect. Let's take a look at some more files that we need to fix. Let's see what OS detect EFI. Yeah. OS detect the file. So MS-DOS CFG. So CFG detect, this latest one we have done. So the next one is the group detect.cfg. So it's the same thing. So it's this inst device and this ins, because it was an installation originally. So let's do it. So it should be quite straightforward, this group detect thing. Group detect thing should go to the very far right. You know what I mean? So let's see how we do this. Do we have is this in bash or not? Let's do it like this. Okay, so installation found. So yeah, there's no anything else. So cfg found equals true. So we want all of this here. Okay, so apparently we have managed to do this wrong with something somewhere. Yeah, this one here has more than it's supposed to have. I'm going to fix this, even if it's not what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, so let me do this thing here. So instead of cfg, rehabs and all of this, this should be the inst-device thing. So this is the inst-device, this is inst rehabs, inst rehabs, this is an inst, which is the one that has all of the path. This is the inst file, and that's it. So now here you can use inst file and space and the def, which is def with a parenthesis thing. Yeah, def like this. Why isn't there any post? Because this is this final option, there's no need for post. Okay, I think we are done. So hit diff, hit add menus sgd group detect thing, show partition at the very end, number 5. Show partitions at the very end, number 5. Yeah. Now let's rerun all of this. Damn it. I'm not sure if I have done this properly, but in any case. So we reset this, press number 2, boot manually, and it's core.emg Grub2 installation. Yeah, that's what we want to use. No core.emg file detected. Wait a minute. Has this changed to something else and I'm not aware about this? Core.emg. I mean, if it's secure boot, you don't have modules, and you just don't have modules. Is that what we have here? We actually have here. So let me see. I mean, HD1 GPT2 thing. I mean, here here we have something. There's no core.emg, or is it core.efi? Oh, so if this has been installed as an EFI installation, there's no going to be core.emg. Core.efi. Oh, so this is maybe something that you want to use. Maybe we want to add here an so there's no way that we test this, so we will see. We will use this as this, and I think this is MS-DOS, but I'm not very sure. So core.emg is something from PC, so I mean it makes sense. Core.emg. Core.emg. Yeah, I want to test all of this. So if I try to boot manually, I mean not Linux, but yeah, whatever. If I want to go in here, which is Ubuntu, let's see how it goes. Okay, we have another resolution thing. So what I actually want to see here, it's all of this stuff. So now if we take a look at group EFI AMD 64 pin, we've got all of these files, and so EFI signed. So wait a moment, group/common and group2 common. What? Is it called .emg or code.efi, something that you install with EFI? libefi boot 1 library to manage UEFI. What? I haven't missed something. I mean, there's the bin one, but I think we have already done this. What the hell? What the hell is this thing about? So we update all of this, and we are going to search for this thing here. Sudo empty file. So I want to check where this core.efi comes from. Maybe it's something that it gets created and on the fly. when you install Grub, and that's why we don't have that. Do you see? Then I also want to check core.emg to see where it comes from. So apt field search for core EFI. Let's see what we have here. Nothing. Okay. So probably this is something that you do. You just generate and that's it. And this is the same thing. So yeah, so probably it makes sense to suppose that this is only going to work if you are put it in BIOS mode. So let me check. Latest commit is about this installation, and this has been fixed. So we are assuming that if you have a core.emg, which by the way we should be searching for, I mean, do we have AMD64 PC something that we can install on non-EFI systems? Wait a moment. So we had this thing about all of the group packages. So maybe we can take a look and see what's different about this. What the hell is this? So maybe this test speed.mod thing can be a good candidate here. That's speed mod. Maybe we can find out which are the different packages here. Let me just clear, maybe make this bigger. I cannot do this bigger. Searching through files names. Okay, so where's the, okay. Oh damn it, I don't see the, so the first one is AMD64, which has EFI. So i38 PC, it's only something that you find in EFI stuff. So yeah, group EFI AMD64, and then IA32 being EFI, IEE 1275, so Chan also, PC bean. Yeah, but this is the i30, so there's no, I mean there's the Chan stuff, but you know we don't support that. So if someone wants Chan support, he has to ask us to add it somehow. So what the hell do we do this? I think this is something that you want to load in well, I don't know. Maybe it can boot in EFI mode. If you ask me, if you ask it good enough, maybe it can boot in EFI mode. I don't know. I have no idea. So maybe we should just create an issue, and we are not going to fix this in 2024. Why would you do that? So it's core should not be multi-boot when booting from EFI. We should double check this because I'm not very sure about it. Grub.cfg detect searches for core DNG. So for Grub2's core EMG file, core.emg file, which I think it's BIOS exclusive. It does not exist in EFI installations. So when SG2 is booted from EFI, it should show that flag path message that on MS-DOS or Windows systems tells the user to boot onto MS-DOS or Windows users or similar systems, tells the user to boot in BIOS mode. Group detect. Yeah, and that's it. So this is going to be 2025 because it's not something, I mean, this has been broken always, and nobody cares, so I don't care about it either. So we can close this because this is X4. It's not going to be broken of any of this. So now we can keep going on and try to show the show the device at the very end, which is what we were doing today anyway. So what do we have here? OS detect, Linux, OS X, CFG detect, group detect, the boot menu. This doesn't make any sense. React OS. So as we have done React OS, not very, I mean, we have done it some days ago, so let's see how it works. So menu entry title has the device on the right, and we don't show any file, so we are fine. Okay. OS detect Linux. Okay, so React OS auto ISO. We know that ISO path directory, file name and the directory. I mean, it's not actually the device being at the very end, but it's quite similar. Let's take a look at how it auto ISO works, because it's supposed to be fixed, but I don't know if I like what we're going to find out here. So boot manually. Where are the table ISOs? Okay, look at that. I mean, yeah, so if we have the partition here, this boot ISOs should be on the left, so that, I mean, actually this should be here on the very far right, so we can have the path and then group loopback config, which is what this is all about. Loopback, loopboot. I mean, loopback config. Yeah. Maybe we should change this name here to something else. Anyways, this should be on the left, and let's try to fix this. So this is this should be on the left, and it should be in all of the entries. So this is not going to be something that it's easy to do unless we just say that we don't want to fix it because it's already quite well the way it is. I don't know. Let's open it here also on the top. Okay, so get file name, get directory, path name, def name. So we can do many of these if needed. So real def isopath, potted magic, real def isopath. So it's not like we've got everything sorted out. Okay, the first one, which is the loopback.cfg entry, which is very nice. So what are we going to do here? Isopath file name, isopath directory. So this is the file name and this is the isopath directory. Under parentheses it's right. So get directory is the isopath directory. I mean, yeah. Path name, def name, path name. I mean, path name is also something that it's useful to have. Probably path name. I don't know. So real def, if with parentheses thing, do we actually want to fix this so that it's much easier to read all of this? I wonder if it's the case. We should probably make another boot ISOs thing here so that you can read all of them. Okay. Okay, so the device is real def without this thing here. Yeah. This path name thing, where is it used? Path name. What the hell? How this is supposed to be working out? Perhaps it saves onto number 2. Yeah, this saves into number 2, so it saves into ISO path. Yeah, so path name should work for us. Let me see. So path name, ISO path name should save into here. So this works the other way around. This is saving into the first one instead of what we usually do. So this probably needs to be fixed so that it works the other way around. So this saves into the second one we have set, isn't it? So actually we want this the other way around, isn't it? So the first one it gets read, and then we have ISO path name here, and the real def thing should have some parentheses. Why would you want real def? So ISO path directory should be now ISO path directory. It's now ISO path name, and then you've got real def. So what we want to do here is just real def, so you actually want to have this like that. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. So hit diff. Let's add all of this. Now we should have a commit number 6. Let's see how everything builds up. And yeah, press S to number 1. So Linux hurt. Linux hurt. ISO, yeah, but I will ISOs. Okay, look at that. Now we have both ISOs, which is the directory, and the device. So the device should go on the very right. That's what we're going to do right now. This should have another name. Group loopback config. I mean, yeah, I mean, why not? Let's keep this name. So amend let's build again, even if so that we can see this thing a bit much better, but we don't care too much if you ask me. So this number 2, but manually table ISOs, and that's it. Wait, haven't we fixed this? I think I have not done this, and that's why we don't have that change. I haven't reset. Wait a minute. This has, now we should be fine. So press S, number 2, put manually table ISOs, and here you are. It's at the very end, just in case someone needs to take a look at it. You've got all of this, so you've got plenty of space of having, in order to have very long name here. So let me keep, let's work, let's make a new issue, which is also going to be 2025, which is ISO.cfe function should save on $1. So most of our functions that are in tools.tft save in $1 first parameter. However, the functions defined at the auto ISO.tft are working in a different manner. They are saving variables not at 1 but at 2. They are saving variables not at 1 but at 2. Okay, we should normalize it. Not only this order, but when these functions are called, we need to also fix the order so that the code works the same way. Yeah, so this is 2025. This is not something that I want to deal in 2024. we need to say, okay, uh, let's keep working on the boot entry should show this at the very end. So there was this thing here, you know, um, this has been done here with this auto ISO file. Okay, and this is the group loopback config, but in this file we have many files that somehow we have here, like trml ISO entry, which, you know, I don't know if I want to remove or something. I mean, I think that probably trml ISO now it's going to have a loopback.cfg because they are based on Debian, you know what I mean, Debian Live and so on, and I added there this loopback.cfg thing, so we should be fine if you think about it. So partition magic, I mean, all of this stuff might not work. Sidux, Slacks, Tiny Core, Casper, I mean, I don't know if it's a good idea to keep all of this. Yeah, let's just fix this thing here and that's it, because we're going to try to fix this here and there and there, and why for if this is not something that anyone is using. VM Linux Sidux, oh my god. I mean, if someone complains that this is not working as expected, we will fix the stuff being shown here and that's it. Yeah, okay, let's keep moving on. I don't think this is worth fixing, even if I wanted to do so before. "92 minutes ago." Wait a minute. Okay, so why can't we set here if we have secure boot or not, so on. Change driver option. What the hell is all of this? Put device, standard error device select. What the hell is boot from file? I mean, what the hell has he found here? Oh, so in theory we should be able to boot from a file here. That doesn't work anyway, so continue. Okay, let's take a look at the dev file that we had here, because I want to edit this. Where the hell are you? So the difference is, what's the difference here? Maybe we can remove MS, and that way it's not secure boot. You know what I mean? That's something that I want to take a look at and see if it fixes anything. But we should be able to boot with MS stuff here. Let's test all of this stuff from here. Look at that sick boot thing. Snake oil.fd. Yeah. What the hell is this 4M thing? Why do you have 4M and not 4M stuff? Yeah, so let's just remove MS from here and we should be fine to boot some stuff without MS, isn't it? I mean, why not? I mean, at least that we can test this, and then later on we can figure out what the problem is in any of this. So we should be able to copy this thing like this is non-NMS. Okay, and that way maybe manage to work with all of this. So base name, you don't copy that. Yeah, so we should be quite good with this if we do it like that, because it's only going to create this if it doesn't exist. So we have here the bar deleted stuff, then we have this one here. So now this is the non-MS one. Hopefully this is much better. Okay, now we are on UEFI mode. The problem is that I don't know if secure boot is going to work properly or not, and I'm a bit concerned. You know what I mean? So I might end up downloading you know, the most updated OMBF stuff so that I can test this properly, because right now all of this, so this is UEFI, but we are not, wait a moment, Wait a moment. This is UEFI. We should have a secure boot thing here. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. This is not right. So when you build everything and so on, you get a new file which is secureboot.cfg somewhere. Don't you? Maybe it's something that gets removed. Okay, so I'm not very sure about this. So once again, I think I'm not doing this right. One second, please. Okay, so when look at that, I think it's this. I think it's somewhere. I'm very sure that this is called secureboot.cfg, but maybe it's not something that secureboot.cfg thing. I think we are not using the actual image that we want to use to be using here. You know what I mean? Look at that. Secureboot.cfg. So this is here, and so if we go into this MS-DOS thing, HD1 MS-DOS 1, if this is a secure boot enable staff, it should have where the hell is this? Not this one. It should have boot group. I mean, at the same place where all of the scripts are, which is this thing here. We should have secure boot 1 function run option. What? Wait a minute. Why? Are we doing something wrong here, or is it something related to how I call everything here? I mean, securebot.cfg should not be here if this is not secure boot, but it's there anyways. So look at that. Process main option securebot.cfg, and securebot.cfg doesn't have anything inside of it because why? So have we done something wrong with this overlay thing. So boot group std secure boot .cfgd run option. Okay, I mean secure boot .cfg generated from somewhere. That's what I was trying to understand. So this is Super Group MK common. Let's see. I don't understand if I have broken something and I don't know about that. So secure boot.cfg. So this is the top that we have a run option, and then we have the bottom. Okay, and then we have this thing here, which is EFI platforms stuff. So I'm not sure if there's anything wrong with all of these. Maybe I should just debug this thing here and that's it. EFI platforms, to see if we have managed to do this wrong, or what's the problem with all of this. Because if you take a look at here, at the Docker place, we are doing this thing here, so we should be fine. So supergroup MK common that we have here, I mean actually bim. Okay, let's try again. Maybe the first time you run this, you create this properly, but then you don't create it. Where's the secure boot thing? Wait a moment, here it is. If this is not an actual EFI platforms, I mean, actually, what the hell? The back secure boot, the back secure boot thing. Begin. Damn it. So let's do it like this, and then the echo is going to be this EFI platforms stuff that we have here. So in theory, if we run this, we should have some secure boot stuff, which we don't have, and that's really concerning. Okay, so Dolphin again, it has perished. So why the hell we you know, this is not populated? Is there anything that we have managed? EFI platforms. I think there is something that I'm missing in order to build with secure boot. You know what I mean? So EFI platforms maybe get look at that. The EFI platforms parameters was not being used, fixed. So group build config uses this thing here, but then what else? Secure boot. It's like this variable here is then no longer being used to set up this other one variable. Apparently this is something that we already fixed. Group build config. Yeah, maybe we can search here and it's going to go much faster because you don't have so many stuff. So apparently we are setting up this based on this other thing. So meta mk rescue mk common. Oh, I know what's happening. When you run meta mk rescue, you set up these EFI platforms. However, if you do this thing here, wait a minute. Are we supposed to be using something else instead of this thing here? Yes, we are. Are you sure? I mean, are you kidding me? Wait a minute. So are you telling me that actually what's happening here is that I'm not using that's very. So I thought that secure boot was not working properly before because of the different versions, but now I'm not very sure about that. So what I'm actually running manually is this sbmk rescue thing. MK is this one here, I think it is. Okay, and so what happens with EFI platforms? So EFI platforms actually need what the hell you want this to be. Yeah, so we actually have some notes here on how we are supposed to be doing all of this stuff. So we have, like, you know, if we lost everything, we know how to run all of this stuff, and then this thing real quick. And we are actually missing here this stuff, which is the EFI platforms that you want to be here. So that's why when you build from an official stuff, it works. However, if it's not official, it does not work because we are using this thing. So if we do the everything stuff, it works. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So let's see how it looks like now. Is this exactly the same thing that we are doing up now? Yes, it is. We only have the EFI platforms. Let's remove this now that we know what this is all about. So maybe we should refuse to build if this is not set or something like that, but you know, I don't know. Okay, so now that so non-ms, we don't want that. I mean non-ms should boot into whatever hard disk we have here, and so okay, so if you do mock util as be enabled, it should as be a state, it should say that this is not turned on. Secure boot disabled, platform is in setup mode. Okay, look at that. Okay, look at that. So now I just run this thing here. I mean, actually secure boot. I mean, many of them have secure boot on the name, but the non-ms is actually non-secure boot. I mean, so if I go into the hard disk Debian and we just do this, let's see, mock util sb state, it's going to say that secure boot is enabled, and we want this. So now if I press ask and I ask for number 3, we have this Debian change secure boot vendor thing. Okay, which I guess didn't work before or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe I was just looking at this and not at this thing here. But now this is booting. That's what it's supposed to be doing here. Oh my god, it took so long. So this did not work quite well with, look at that, it's quite faster when you do secure boot. This, yeah, bootable ISOs here doesn't work too well with Debian stuff. So look at that, now we have all of this stuff here and there. So you want to boot the Debian thing, which is this one here, where you should be able to do it. And let's try Ubuntu, bad key, okay. And now let's try Debian. Debian, it's working. Look at that. Look at that. This is working. This is working. So we are very happy because this is working as suspected, at least. So now I'm not sure what's happening with, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to see if this was going to boot as expected. So I guess that the only thing I have to do here is change the platform so that it becomes Ubuntu. I have seen a message there. So now I'm not very sure if we are on Ubuntu or not. Okay, look at that. There's no dev thing there. Okay, let me reset real quick. So boot manager qemu3. Yeah, so this is Ubuntu. Okay, so there are some modules that have not been able to to let's say there are some modules that have not been able to boot, and I'm checking the video to see if I can pause this and see what's the exact problem. So let's see what we did here just about a minute ago. Yeah, okay, this is me explaining the stuff. Ubuntu, let's see. One of these days I'm going to press enter and secure boot forbids loading modeled. So this is probably a date hook thing, which it that's why. Yeah, so it's a module. There wasn't anything to be worried about actually. So now we are in Ubuntu mode, so we should be able to do all of this stuff. Okay, and then we find EFI files, Linux kernels, and whatever not. And now we should be able to boot onto Ubuntu file system, label this thing, and the most recent one is this one here. What? Cannot open root device, whatever. Error 9 is what? Wait, oh, this is new. Have we managed to break something with all of this? So we start from scratch, we press ESC, we boot onto qemu3, we change this into Ubuntu, and then we just do like this. Yeah, now it has found this thing here, and we should be able to boot into this Ubuntu stuff here. Let me edit this just real quick to see. So the UUID should be here. I mean, what I can do here is sleep 20 seconds and just do an echo of all of these. Echo Linux kernel root UUID. I mean, actually we could do this just before the actual command so that it's much easier, you know what I mean? Kernel root whatever. So this is either the file system. We cannot load the file system thing because whatever, or maybe the problem is different. So this is not needed here, and this is not needed here. So that way I will be able to see if there's anything here that, you know. So F10, I mean, this seems fine to me. Why this is a problem, I have no idea. Why can't it load this UUID? Please. cannot open root device UUID equals whatever. Let's make a screenshot of this, because I'm not very sure what's happening here, because this is something from Ubuntu, isn't it? I mean, from where's the spectacle thing? 4CB something something. Unknown block. So have we managed to not being able to do this, or what's the problem with this? Okay, let's boot into Ubuntu real quick and see. Is this something? I mean, I don't understand any of this unless it has something that, you know, I have just closed this in a bad manner before, so I'm not sure if this Ubuntu stuff is okay or not. So in theory, where's the LSB UID? How the hell did you do this? Is it like UID? I don't remember. Isn't there anything with UUID here? Minus O UUID. What? Okay, so apparently you can say minus F. Okay, this is much better for what we want to do. So the Ubuntu UUID is this one here, the 4CB thing, which matches what we have here. B8. Wait. B8? Wait a moment. This is not. Okay, yeah. So Ubuntu label ends on B8, the same thing as this one here. I was not checking the right line, so we should be fine. So let's reboot, and hopefully now this is going to work as expected. So press ESC, boot manager, qemu, change into Ubuntu, detect everything, squash 4, oh my god, and then let's try just to put this thing here. What the hell is going on here? VFS. I mean, aren't we finding the init RD, or is it something that we want to boot with another? So if I boot into Ubuntu, what the hell are we going? So this is 106. Okay. So this 106 is it the same thing as what we are trying to boot from here? So Ubuntu, detect everything. Are we trying 106 or are we trying something else here? So Ubuntu 106. Oh, we are trying 113. What's this piece of shit? So 115 kernel isn't able to mount this thing, and now I was very concerned about this. What? Are you kidding me? So maybe it's something about this kernel has not been able to be installed properly, and that's why. Oh, look at that. We have not any left space here. That's why the kernel might have been updated but not properly, and then ensues. So here you have boot. We have a look at that. Yes, that's right. Speed, I cannot do this. I cannot show you. Okay, let's move this thing. Look at that. We have, look just above this, we have a VM Linux 113, okay, but we don't have an initrd 113, and that's why it doesn't work, because it doesn't have an initrd to be in order to be able to load the partition. And I mean, you could build the kernel in such a way that you don't need an initrd, but in any case, this is what we have with Ubuntu. So we need to remove some stuff here. Why the hell 5 gigabytes? It's not enough for the base system of Ubuntu. What the hell do we have here installed that takes so much? I mean, eat my data. Oh my god. Why they make those systems so big? Should I make this bigger somehow so that I can have more space here? I mean, this is actually Ubuntu. I could make the hard disk bigger. So yeah, I don't know. USR merge. I mean, now that we know about this, we should be where's the fucking kernel? We should just remove it, you know what I mean, because otherwise this is not going to work as expected. 113. Yeah, I mean, I guess that this has something. Yeah, this is what it's not going to work, because fucking we don't have free space here. And Linux firmware. Telnet. I mean, I don't know what to remove from here. Maybe Python 3 stuff. I mean, I'm not going to remove. I'm not going to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ubuntu minimal, Ubuntu release upgrade. So you want to place yeah, maybe it's not a good idea to remove Python 3, but this is concerning. I mean, so much bin line libs. Yeah, maybe you want this to cloud init. Yeah, let's remove all of this stuff, cloud init stuff, and also cloud guest utils. Ubuntu server minimal, cloud init. I mean, we don't care. fix broken install. I don't want to install this because I'm not able to have so much space unless we get rid of old images. Sorry about this. Unless we get rid of old images, so this is going to be Linux image 5.15.0. Yeah, let's just remove this. And why do you care? Just remove this. Just remove this. I mean, false. Say as I say. Fix broken. Fix broken. This is not going to work. There is no space. Oh, wait a minute. I have forgotten about this. What was the apt-get clean? Maybe that's the way. 132 megas. That's not good enough. Maybe it's good enough for this thing to be fixed. Yes, I know that I don't have enough space. That's why I want to delete anything related to this first. I hate all of this. You don't have enough space on this thing here. This pissed me off. Do we want to make this bigger or what? Okay, so parted. What do we have here? SDA. Let's take a look. So Debian has this thing, and this other thing has Ubuntu with 6 megabytes thing, and apparently in SDA 3 we have Debian. Is that right? Whereas DS3 is Debian, and we have most of it used. Um, 300. Okay, let me just halt this and let's see. We should be able to put more than 2 gigabytes here, and hopefully that's good enough for us. I mean, 1 gigabyte. I don't only need 1 gigabyte. And this is a raw disk. Let's close this. I don't think it's doing anything useful for us. So maybe this was not bootable because this one here, okay, bigdisk.emg is the one we want to increase. How do you do that? Grow, qemu, grow. I have no idea. Let's take a look, and how the hell are you supposed to be growing up? So grow qemu raw image, something like that. emg count 0. QQ image can be resized. Okay. This is what I want to do. Apparently it's something you want to do. So TMP backup 2000 before growing. Okay. So we only need 1 GB. Let's not put so much there. So first of all, we make the 8 GB copy thing, which is nice, and then we actually do resize bigdisk.emt plus 1 GB, and that should do it. So first of all, we're going to boot. Okay, we're going to boot into the Super Grub2 Disk. We're going to change to Ubuntu. Let's search everything. And let's go into Ubuntu file system label thing. Let's put this one. And now we will be able to try to do this thing here, which I don't think I can do from Ubuntu itself. So I might end up rebooting. Yeah. Let me reboot into Debian. Yeah. So press ESC, boot manager, number 3. Okay, we are in Debian. That's what we want to have here. Then you want Debian file system thing, the most recent one, which is this one here, and we should be fine. Okay, so let's go into Debian. Oh my god. So now we should be able to. Oh my god, why don't we have this by default? And just take a look at Debian. Not 2 GB, and Ubuntu have 5 GB because it wants print. No, you can fix GPT to use all the space. Fix. Yeah, okay. So now we are using all of the space, 9,000 whatever. And so right size part number 3, 100%. Is it like that? Yes, it is. Okay, and now you can do something like this, SDA3. Okay, wait a moment. E2FSK minus F, and do like this. Now if we reboot, we boot into our Super Grub2 Disk, we go into changing this into Ubuntu, then you show everything. Let me edit the video here so that I say that make a row
g row qemu image, qemu, make a qemu image bigger. Okay, let's go back to the video. So here we have, what the hell we have here? Here we have Ubuntu, which we are going to boot onto, which is this one here. So we want 106 because this is broken. Okay, so this should be working as expected. Okay, and now we should be able to fix this piece of shit so that it installs whatever it needs for this to work. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't have the init.rd stuff, we are going to just fix it and that's it. I mean, we're going to look at that, updating it RAM FS. So now we have this thing here. Yeah, okay, you should consider rebooting. I don't care. So do we want to update this with new files? This should give us a new kernel maybe. Do we have a new kernel here? I don't see any new kernel here. So let's forget about this. So now if we reboot, we go on to Super Grub2 Disk, we change into Ubuntu, detect and show and whatever. And then we go on to Ubuntu, what the hell is this? Okay, Ubuntu file system label, you know. So 113 should boot properly here. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's it. That's it. Let's close this. Okay, so what about the last commit? Yeah, so I think we can push this and maybe end the stream here because we only need one of these. So hit push, hit up origin, this thing here, check out -b42. Let's fetch here 42 stuff so that we don't regret it. Okay, and then have fetch this thing again and build this thing with everything. And so once we have pushed this, we can go here and say that this has been fixed. Okay, and look at that, there's this commit here also. So for now, the only thing that is that we need to be working on is boot Linux kernel from boot partitions, which is here. So look at that. You have the boot partition, you wouldn't be able to find any of these, and maybe, yeah. So the old version of Super Grub also has this. Yeah. So that's, I think that's, so we have pushed this, we have set this thing. So the next video we're going to work on this, and that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.